Alright, so hello, SC Nation. I did a YouTube video a month back, I think, about fixing up your resume, and one of the comments, and I mean the actual only comment about that is, "Hey, how about you do LinkedIn?" So there we go. We're doing LinkedIn. I'm gonna add a link, by the way, to the resume video, but for now, we're gonna do this. So I don't have the best LinkedIn profile, mainly because I don't always look for jobs. But I guess it's a good time to do it. And I did some research, and I agree with most of the things that I saw in terms of making your profile better. So here we go. I'm going to work on my own profile to make it look better. So let's start off with what you see initially, which is the banner, my face, which you may or may not like, what I do. Now, I think everybody else has the same banner on LinkedIn. So I figured I'll make a new banner, and I did. And so I'm just going to plug it in here. And I should have looked for it before we did this, but let me pause. And there we go. So I just found the file, added it, and this is where it comes up. And I can reposition it. I did this banner on a software or a website called canva.com. It's free. You can do it. I did it really quickly, but I don't know. I think I like it. And, I think I'm going to just keep it as straight because that makes my life easier. And I'm going to zoom out so it all fits. And I'm just going to hit apply and see how it looks. There you go. That's how it looks like. Now, for a headshot, this is not a professional headshot. Obviously, if you can afford to do a professional headshot, by all means, do that. I haven't done it. Again, I'm not looking for a job. But since I started doing this WeDSEs thing, maybe I should invest in it. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure that out. But you can always change it. What I have, this is from my engagement party. I'm Lebanese, so we have engagement parties. I went all the way to Lebanon to do that. So what I did here was a picture of me and somebody else, and I just cropped out that somebody else. It's not the best picture, as you can see, because most of my head is not even in the circle. They don't allow for much here. So that's it. If you're doing the same thing as me, make sure nobody else is showing up in the picture. It's not somebody else's hand that's on your shoulder, or doesn't show that somebody's hair is in your face, whatever. And for the banner, by the way, what happened to my banner? Did I hit cancel? Yes. And it says E-Link banner. So I'm doing this again for you guys because that's how it works. Added the banner. If you have a group photo, you and your teammates, you can have that, whatever. I don't think it's that important, but we're looking for ways to differentiate you from everybody else on LinkedIn, and this is one way to do it. Looks like you put in some thought into it. That's it for this one, so we hit save. Now for the about section, I read a lot. Mine is pretty... I used it as a cover letter, and it wasn't personable. It was meh. I'll give you a second to read it right now. Okay, maybe not. It's boring, basically. So what I did was I made it personal, and I talked about myself. And I'm gonna change this right now. So delete all this. Actually, I'm going to copy it in case I decide to change it back at some point in the future, because this is all a test, basically. So I'm going to take whatever I got, and I'm going to paste it here instead. And I'm going to save it, and I'm going to show it to you. So I talk about myself. Solving problems is what I've always wanted to do. And I saw a typo right now. It's not a typo. This is just Google Chrome saying that this is incorrectly done. Anyways, I've always wanted to solve problems. I always thought I was going to be like a personal trainer and solve health problems. That didn't work out for me because I was in Lebanon and that didn't really make any money. And when I came here, I solved problems as a third layer support and as a network design engineer, but didn't have that face-to-face aspect. I couldn't see my customer's face having that aha moment. And that's what I love. And I'm loving doing what I'm doing right now at We the Sales Engineers for the same reason. Although I'm helping a lot of people online, I do talk to many people in person and help them in person, and seeing that look in their face that, oh, I figured something out right now that would change my life it's a nice feeling. And that's my phone. Never mind that. So I stumbled into sales engineering and I understood my calling. You can do your research. You can find like LinkedIn best about pages, and they look very, very similar to what I'm saying right now. I made it shorter. I've seen essays. I don't like essays, although I write blogs. But if I'm asking a recruiter to come and read this, I don't want him to have to go and read the 2 pages. So what I do today is I help customers by doing proper discovery to diagnose the problem. Thank you. We're editing live the problem instead of fixing the symptoms, then allowing the customer to build a vision for the solution. Also, I enjoy helping other SEs through mentoring, and then by creating the website, wetheses.com, so I was able to plug myself. By the way, a big topic that I'm thinking about right now, and we're going to discuss really soon, is for sales engineers or engineers in general to brand themselves, to have their own website, whatever it is that they're interested in. It could be bikes, just to make them different. And you can plug it in here. Make sure you do that. Everybody should do that, but that's a topic for another day. So in the website and the companion podcast, I'm able to reach hundreds. I wanted to put thousands, but I figured I'll be humble about it and just say hundreds for now, until I have proof that I'm reaching thousands. Soon. We just broke the 2,000 downloads a month ceiling that I've had. I've always been so close, but we just broke it. So thank you guys for listening to the podcast. And if you're not, you should. My humble opinion, obviously, do whatever you want. Provide free resources and consultation services, because that is coming. I am actually consulting with a lot of people, but I'm not offering it as a service yet. So check out my website for more information about my career choice. And that's it. So we hit save. And there you go. Voila. So don't worry about the dashboard. If you're looking for a job, I don't know, enable these. I haven't seen any benefit to this. Salary Insight is actually something that's new. So if you want to participate, they might not actually have information about your specific career choice, but at some point they would. Make sure you have articles and activities. Make sure you're active in your environment, in your career. Participate. The thing is, the more you help people, the more you're seen as an expert. And it's usually true. You can't help people if you're not an expert, but the best way to become an expert is to teach. So do this. Work with people. Write articles. Talk about your experiences. Don't badmouth anybody. But that's pretty much it. Now, for experiences, this should be fairly similar to what you guys have in your resume. Now, for this job, I've only been on there a year, so I don't have actual numbers of the quota that I've achieved. But in my previous job, you can see that this is exactly like my master resume, because I have a master resume and then I have other resumes that I tailor for each job, depending on what the job post is asking for. So basically what this means is this is a continuous work in progress. So this year, once I finish the year, I'm going to say how much of my quota I have achieved up here. But it's exactly like a resume. So take your resume and paste it here. And talk about education. That's pretty. The rest is pretty simple. I've never taken the skill quiz. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I should. I'll record it and see what that looks like. I try to get recommendations. And this is a kind of a situation where it's do as I say, not as I do. I haven't asked for a lot of recommendations. I have given them. The reciprocity rule doesn't always work. So it didn't work in this case. And then you have your interests. But there's nothing else to do here. Like, you can add as many skills and endorsements. I don't feel like they mean anything because anybody endorses anybody. My brother, who's not a communication, he's a civil engineer. He's endorsed me on my IP MPLS skills, and I've endorsed him on his structural engineering skills. I don't think it means anything, but that's it. So I hope you didn't get dizzy by me. Let's do one more lap. Scroll down, scroll up. That was fun. All right. Okay, so that's enough for me. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week. Oh, and comment below. Don't forget to do the subscribe and bell thingy. Yep. Sounds about right. All right. See you guys later.